Hi. Coach, welcome. If you could just start by introducing yourself and the players you have here with you today.
Sure. Joe Jamuli, first year head baseball coach at Taravella High School. To my right, I've got Jason Acker, right-handed pitcher, senior. Antonio Ampante, left-handed pitcher, senior. Kazi Sin, right-handed pitcher, senior, and Justin Diaz, right-handed pitcher, senior. So I have my senior pitching staff.
Well, we'll go back to the pitching staff. I wanted to start just by, if you can, give us a little bit about your coaching background and how you're now here at Taravella.
Okay, well, I'm born and raised in Broward County and went to Coconut Creek High School. And my first head job was at Coral Glades High School right down the street from Taravella. So Taravella has been a rival since I was growing up playing at Coconut Creek. And then when I opened up Glades, when I opened up the school, half our players came from Douglas and half our players came from Taravella. After 4 years at Coral Glades, I went to South Broward High School. I was there for 5 years, and my most recent stop was at Pompano Beach High School before taking over this year at Taravella.
You're wearing the rival colors now.
Yeah, yeah.
Are all your friends at Coconut Creek, have they written you off?
No, they haven't written me off, but they're certainly giving me some crap about it.
Guys, what's it been like? Are we still in the honeymoon phase here with the new coach? Is it still all happiness and flowers?
Everything's going good. Just getting used to the way he runs his practice differently and everything.
It's definitely a different environment when you're in the under the new regime, but it's definitely a good change, and I think the team as a whole has responded very well to the new coaching staff, and we look real good this year.
And let's jump to that. Let's talk a little bit about the coaching staff, because I looked at it. So a few of the guys that were already there from the previous coaching staff are still there, and then a couple of your guys that were with you at other places. Tell me a little bit about the career.
Right. So Coach Libio is back with us. He's been the longest tenured coach at Taravella. I think it's like 12 years. So we kept him around. He does have a son in the program. Claude Love, I was a college teammate of his, and he's been in the program for some time. So I made sure Love is back with us. I brought Juan Perez over from Pompano Beach High School. Last year was his first year in Broward, first year coaching with me. So I wanted some familiarity as far as that goes with the system. And then Pat Pisani came aboard. Last year he was the head coach at Piper for the last 3 years. So just me and Coach Perez kind of have, an understanding of what's going on, and everything else with the coaches is new. So that's where we're at with the staff.
Does that make it a little bit easier for you players having that transition? That you still have some of the coaches that you know. Does that make it a more comfortable?
I mean, personally, growing up, Coach Rob Livio has always been with me since I was 4 years old. So talking with him before the season started really helped me adapt more in the program. The old coach ran it very differently, and now as we come together as a team before the spring starts, I think things are really starting to click. Everyone's starting to get along. The coaches are doing a great job with us, getting us prepared for season every day, in and out.
Let's talk a little bit about the type of team you got. I want to say you got some pitching on this team.
Yeah, it honestly, it might be from top to bottom the deepest ball club I've ever been a head coach of, and that's on paper. We'll see what happens when the lights are on, and February 22nd down in Key West. We'll get a good understanding of where we're at. But I like the group. They've bought in. They're working hard, and I just want to get going. I got the pitchers here because really it boils down to pitching and defense, and we're going to go as far as these guys take us.
How does that make you guys feel? As any pitcher wants the ball in the big moments. How does it make you feel knowing that they're relying on you a lot?
It's a lot of responsibility, but I think we can handle it and we'll get the job done.
And if I can add in, I think every guy at this table has been in a very big game situation, whether it's last season or the season before that, and I think we're ready to go.
Yeah, it really jumps to one of the things that we can always talk about is the schedule you guys play, the district that you guys play in. Certainly you get tested plenty of times.
Not the easiest district out there. Yeah.
What's that like for you guys, knowing that there's no breaks in the schedule. Every team is very competitive, and you can't really take any time off or take anyone lightly.
Personally, we feel like I think the schedule just wraps around how many pitchers we got, and I think our pitching staff's been better, and they're honestly being like a top leader this year, along with these three guys, have been like great. The pitchers are just buying in. Everyone's been working hard, and I've seen a lot of improvements in anyone else growing up.
What kind of identity are you looking to instill into this team? Like, what is the overall goal of what type of team you want to have?
Team first, hard-nosed and energy. We're going to be hard-nosed and energy, and we're going to press the issue. We're going to make the other team make mistakes.
Been a lot of changes that have been implemented. I know it's like they said, it's a little different than it used to be. The previous coaching staff was there for a pretty good time, so obviously there's going to be some differences.
It's nothing different for me. It's what I know. It's what has worked, what has been successful, and your team. If you can run, you're going to run. If you don't hit well, you got to manufacture runs. So that'll all evolve throughout the season. But right now, I'm confident that we can play all parts of the game well.
Going back to the beginning, you guys get to take that trip down to Key West. Is that something you guys? I know it's preseason, but that's a unique experience besides just the baseball. But the baseball environment, what a way to kind of get the season going. Is that something you guys are really looking forward to?
Yeah.
Or?
Really, I think we're going to have a really fun time down there. It's a good time to blend in as a team, have a good weekend there, get to know the coaches better, and have fun playing ball.
As far as hostile environments go, too, I don't think you can find. I don't think the rest of the season you're not going to find a more hostile environment. Is that something you guys have talked much about?
Yeah, we have.
I'm not quite sure they understand
That's what I think.
how hostile it is. I mean, I tell them,
Yeah.
but until you're actually down there and see it, it's really hard to believe. And so this year I'm doing it during the preseason, so I'll be able to get all the guys in.
experience.
I'll be able to see, who can do what under a tough situation. We're kind of too deep at a lot of positions, and it's not going to be easy for the coaching staff to know who's starting at several positions. So the preseason tournament's going to give us a good idea of, who can play and, who are practice players.
So, nothing like having competition among the players. I mean, who's the best pitcher up here?
I think it's hard to tell, and you know what? We work hard every day, and we talk, and we chirp each other a little bit, but at the end of the day, we're brothers. I mean, we've known each other for
14
over
years.
a
man.
decade now, so we're brothers.
So it looks like it's motivating each one of you guys. I can
It
kind of
does.
see.
It does. Absolutely. It does. It does. We do work hard day in and day out to try to be the best. If we had to put a name on who's the best, I don't think we can give you one.
No, which is always what you want to have. We talked about it a little bit actually earlier with Coral Glades, but I wanted to ask you as well. Just nowadays, travel baseball is becoming more and more of a prominent type of baseball for this age group. Talk about high school baseball, the differences, and why high school baseball is the greatest. Baseball
Sure.
of that
Well,
of that age.
with travel baseball, a lot of it's just show and go. There's no BP before games. There's no infield, outfield before games. There's a lot of waiting around. With high school, I get to see these guys on a daily basis. It's not just from tournament to tournament, week by week. So, we're grinding 6 days a week. It's Saturday, and we're here at the Media Day. It's 6 days a week, and some kids can't handle that. Going to school all day long and then going to practice for 2 or 3 hours. And that's the big difference between the high school and the summer. They're just there for 2 months and just when the tournaments are. And sometimes guys just show up when it's their turn to play. These guys got to come every day, and there's competition. So, they're competing against one another. If somebody's not there, he's giving an opportunity to somebody else to take innings away or bats away and time in the field away.
I think high school has like a brotherhood aspect to it too. Like we've been playing with each other like through Little League all through our lives. So now it's like, this is it. This is our moment. Where I didn't even in the summer. Like, that's
Yeah, you don't seem to get that
That's the
same sort of
difference. Yeah, you don't
camaraderie
get
with the
the- yeah.
guys.
It's very individualized. It's all about me
it's
and
about
what
what you can do.
what I can do for that school, and
Rather-
showcase myself. And this is more about the team, and doing what's best for the team and not what's doing best for myself.
Just like you said, you guys have all been playing baseball together for so many years, Can you explain to me what it would feel like to win a district title, to make a state run with this group of guys that you've played all these years with?
I mean, I've known these guys forever. Some people haven't had the experiences a couple of others haven't, and I would like to give every one of these kids a shot at a state championship, or just get everyone, like, West is a great home way to start the season off. And it gives you the excitement of all the people being there and cheering, maybe cheering against you, but that shows who's under pressure, who does well.
Yeah, I mean, again, you're going to get heckled during a preseason game down there.
Oh, yeah.
And I think for all of us as a program, I think it's been our dream since kids. I think that's what the goal has always been. Even with the previous leadership, it's always been win a state title. And us as a group of guys up here, it's our last chance. And I think the fact that we've been together for so long, it just makes it even more of like a grind and the want and the need to win that title. Absolutely.
And every team, especially now, we're a couple of weeks from the season even starting, everybody's talking about winning a state title, but you guys are a program that are a legitimate contender every year for that. What are some of the keys to actually, help get you guys over that hump and make that run possible?
I think we just have to work hard, really hard. I think in my opinion, we have the talent to make it there. We have a really young team. I think that might be the push that we have, is that young team pushing us more and more into trying to win a state championship to get it for them too.
And I know some of you guys were younger players yourself. Obviously, you can relate to that. Do you find that they kind of bring in some of that nostalgia out in you?
I mean, I'll just say this. Being a freshman on varsity was the worst. And I feel like this is the nicest group of seniors we've ever had. And there's so much more leadership on this team than ever. And it just feels good. Everything's like a better environment than people being selfish upper level.
Yeah.
I've played in a state championship game. I've coached in states. There's a lot that has to go right to get that far. Our main goal is to win a district championship, and we need to stay healthy, and we need to gel at the right time, get hot at the right time. So.
We've talked to some other teams that are looking forward to playing you guys this season. Who are you looking forward to playing?
Douglas.
No game is different on my
Yeah, I don't
schedule,
think so.
but
There's no other atmosphere than when we play Douglas. We're in different colors for years, whether it's little league or travel ball. We've always been the same teams playing against each other, and we've always had each other off the field, but on the field, it's just a different story between us. And I personally just hope to beat them this year and finally win that district title.
I'm looking forward to playing Key West. I'm going to start with game one, and I'll take it one game at a time. I usually always schedule teams that I've coached at, so those are always difficult games, no matter how talented they
I
are.
think you're playing all the teams you coached.
Yeah. That's usually what I do. But I'm looking forward to Key West, and we'll take game one and move forward from there.
Well, going back to Douglas, which I get the sense that you guys are excited about. Not to put bulletin board material, but it's baseball. It's nothing better than having a rival in baseball. You guys agree?
I agree, absolutely. But I guess I have a different opinion than the other guys. I mean, to them, they're just another team to me. Any guy can win or lose when you're out there on a day-to-day basis, but I guess with them being our district, it means a little more to the guys up here, and that friendship that they've had with us for these years.
Uh,
I have a question.
Sure.
In your group of pitchers, I know a majority of these guys are here are all pitchers, but just in general with relievers and your closer and all that, how confident are you with your pitching staff?
The numbers are deep. We have a lot of depth. We just threw our second bullpen the other day. So we won't really know where we're at
Until further on.
until further on. But we had a good fall. Guys made improvements, jumps in velocity. Guys are healthy, and that's the key. It doesn't matter how good your arms are if they're not healthy. So our guys are healthy. our coaching staff's doing a great job of making sure guys are doing what they need to do to prepare for the season. And, you know, it doesn't matter how good we are day one, it's how we are at the end of the season, and that's what we're preparing for, is to make sure everyone's healthy, you know, down the end of the season.
Yeah, it's a big intention.
Guys, here's to staying healthy.
Right.
Here's to making that happen. Here's to having a safe trip to Key West.
Yeah.